Very good morning, students, and Jai Hind. I am Adesh with my subject accountancy. Chapter number first, Introduction to Accounting, and the topic is System of Accounting. So, what the systems we follow in our accounting? So, that system we have to learn today itself. So, first concept I have related to this system of accounting. Accounting as an art and a science. Here I should write or, but I have written and. Why it is so? It is so because accounting as an art as well as a science. Okay, so accounting is a both. It is a art and a science also. So both the things are including in accounting. So and accounting cover both the things as an art and as a science. So why it is so? So first we are taking accounting as an art. So why it is an art? We very well know whatever the account ledger and the performance and the positions, all these things if we have to find out in our business transactions. So all these transactions are recorded in a particular format. For those format we have to use a particular or a systematic method or a system we have to follow to prepare a accounting transactions of a business. And when transactions are recording in a particular format or in a particular system, so that's why it is a art. So art is follow a particular system and particular format, so that's why it is an art. Okay, so according to art, if I'm right, accounting as an art, so how it is? Accounting as an art. Accounting as an art. Accounting as an art. Why it is so? It is so. Accounting as an art as an art of recording, classifying, and summarizing financial transactions. Okay, so accounting as an art of recording, classifying, and summarizing financial transactions. So whatever the financial transactions are in a business, so those transactions are recording, and then they have to classify, and then they have to summarize. As we prepare a particular diagram, as we prepare a particular picture, so for that first we have to prepare that, and then we have to summarize what the lines are wrong there, and then we have to classify. So where that line and what the length of that line we have to prepare. I am taking as that is a example of a picture. So now if I am talking about the accounting, so accounting first we have to record in a particular format, and then we have to classify them in a particular ledger, and then from particular ledger we have to summarize that in a final account. So here is a particular process is follows, and a systematic process is follow in accounting. So that's why it is an art. So where it is help, why we prepare all these things? So helps it helps us in knowing the profitability we prepare, why we do all these things in this? So it help us in knowing the profitability and financial position of the business. From this and this, we can confirm the profitability. Okay, these two things are related to profitability, but summarizing tell us the financial positions of the business. Also, accounting help us to find out the profit of the business and the financial positions of the business. What the positions of this business is having, it is it can be checked after see the after show all the assets and the liability and the capital of the business. Okay, so that's why it is an art. Now accounting accounting as a science. What is the difference in between art and science? Only the subjects? No, subject as well as something different is used in science. That is, main thing in science is principles. Okay, if we include or if we pour two chemical in a particular bowl, so then they give a different reactions, and when one chemical is changed with the other, then the reaction will be different. Okay, so in science different principles, and science is only based on the principles. So now if we're talking about the accounting, so here also some principles are followed in accounting. Accounting follow the principles also, so that's why it is a science also. So any organized knowledge based on certain basic principles is a science. It is clear. Any organized knowledge based on certain basic principle is a science. Whatever the knowledge we have, but that knowledge we have organized on the basis of some principles. So when that is organized on the basis of some principles, so that's why it is a science. And sciences depends only the principles. Different principles are followed for different chemicals, and different reactions are all are based on principles. So that's why. And if we're talking about the accounting, here we have tell us what happened in knowledge, what happened in science. So what happened in science knowledge organized on some basic principles. Okay, that's why it is a science. And how accounting, so accounting is also a science, as it is an organized knowledge based accounting is also a science as it is an organized knowledge base on certain basic principles. That's why it is a science. Okay, accounting is also science. Why it is so? Because it is also organized on the knowledge based. Organized is also there for the transactions. Okay, what the transactions we have, so those transactions are organized according to the knowledge. It means if we having the cash transactions for through the year, so all those cash transactions we have to maintain in a particular format and on the particular system or particular techniques. Okay, so techniques and principles are based on science, so that's why accounting is a science also. So accounting is both. It is clear. So next system, what system we follow to prepare accounting. Here that what is accounting, here we have learned it is an art or as a science. So it is both. So one thing I have to organized knowledge based principles, that's why it is an account. Okay, so accounting is also a science as it is organized knowledge based certain basic principles. It is clear. Now system of accounting. So if I am talking about the system of accounting, system of accounting, it follow two system. In accounting, two systems are followed. What are these two systems? First one is double entry system. First one is double entry system, and second is single entry. Single entry system. Okay, so accounting system or system of accounting are based on two systems. First one is double entry system and second one is single entry system. So first we are going to discuss the double entry system, the characteristics of double entry system and the advantage of double entry system. So these things we will confirm first in double entry system, then we will solve the single entry system. Let's see double entry system. Double entry system follow that accounting system where a particular transactions have two aspects. Two aspects mean the aspects, the thing we have to receive, and against that we have to pay something else. Okay, whatever the thing we have acquired in our business, against that we have to pay it. So that thing can be divided on two aspects. One is debit and one is credit. So that these aspects are followed in double entry system. Okay, so double entry system of accounting is a system of accounting under which both debit and credit aspects of accounting are recorded. That means both the aspects are recorded under double entry system. So that's why transactions have two aspects. First one is debit and second one is credit. So that's why we say this is a double entry system, because two aspects are covered under this. So if I'm writing the definition of this, so double entry system of accounting is a system of accounting under which both debit and credit aspects of accounting are recorded. Okay, here is a accounting system under which both aspects are followed, debit and credit aspects are there. Due to that, we record our accounting transactions in a particular system. Okay, so now we having some features of double entry systems. So let's see the students features of double entry system. Let's see features of double entry systems. So different features are there, mainly four features are there of double entry system. First one is maintain complete record of transaction. Okay, this is the first features of this. Maintain complete record of transactions. A transactions have two aspects, debit and credit, and both the aspects are recorded in a double entry system. So that's why it's maintain a complete record of a particular transactions. Okay, so that's why we can say a double entry system fulfill a complete record of transactions or maintain the complete record of transactions. No anything else is left under double entry system. Second one is it recognize twofold aspects of every transactions. If we receiving, the value will be maybe debit or credit, and against that we have to giving one value. If we receiving, then another value we have to giving. So these are the two aspects are followed under twofold aspects. होता है एक हाथ ले दूसरा हाथ दे, तो one thing if we receiving, so against that we have to give something else. Okay, next third feature, the rules of debit and credit is followed. डेबिट एंड क्रेडिट का जो रूल होता है वो इसके अंदर फॉलो होता है, बिकॉज इफ़ यू रिसीविंग समथिंग देन वी हैव टू डेबिट, एंड इफ़ यू पेइंग समथिंग टू आउटसाइडर दैट इट विल बी क्रेडिट. सो दैट्स वाई इट इज़ it's follow the rules of debit and credit. So debit and credit, two aspects are there, and those aspects are followed according to the rule and term and conditions and the principles. All these things are used under this. Next one is the total the total debited is equals to total credited. Whatever the debited we have done, that is equals to total credited. जो भी हमने टोटल डेबिट किया है वो हमेशा टोटल क्रेडिट के इक्वल होता है. So rules of debit and credit is follow, and total debit equals to total credit, that thing, and above receiving and giving twofold aspects, and it maintain a complete record. These are the four features of our double entry system. Only these things we have to remember, nothing we have to be remember related to the features, and these features are completing the definition or the meaning of double entry system. Okay, so after the features we having some stages of double entry system. So next one is stages of double entry system. According to the stages of double entry system, so we have to follow a particular steps under double entry system when we talking about the stages. So related to this, we having three stages under a particular double entry system. The first one is recording. Recording the transactions. First stage is recording the transactions. Important. सबसे पहले हमें रिकॉर्ड करना होता है ट्रांजेक्शन्स को, एंड व्हेन वी रिकॉर्डेड these recorded transactions we have to classify. We have to classify in second stage. So classifying transactions. The first stage is recorded and second one is classifying, and last one in after classifying we prepare final account. Okay, so after classifying, then it's covered journal entry, it's cover ledger and trial balance. Last one is third, it is closing the book or preparing the final account. Okay, it's preparing the final accounts. Final accounts cover trading account, profit and loss account, and last one is balance sheet. These three things are covered in last stage, that is final account, we can say. So these are the three things which are covered under the stages of accounting system or the double entry system. Okay, in double entry system, three stages are covered: recording, classifying, and then we have to prepare the final account after classifying all the ledgers and the trial balance. From that trial balance, we prepare the trading account, find the gross profit of the business by trading account, and then we prepare the profit and loss account. Under this, we calculate the net profit or net loss of the business, and then we calculate the financial positions by balance sheet. Okay, so these are the stages of a double entry system. So students, now we have some advantages of double entry system. So it is not to last concept of today class. So we have learned many more things, but that's why we can cover the advantages of the double entry system today itself. Okay students, let's see the double advantages of double entry system. Students, these are the advantages of double entry system. I have written already all the advantages. Why it is so? Because these advantages already we have discussed in accounting. Same advantages are also there in double entry system. Accounting follow all these double entry systems and principles what are followed in accounting. So students, let's see these advantages, which is the first advantage is scientific system. Scientific system, it means techniques is used. It is a science also. Accounting is a science also, and it is a art also. So that's why scientific system is followed in double entry system also. And double entry systems follow the accounting rule and regulations. What the accounting rule regulations we follow in, those also followed in double entry system. That's why it is a scientific system. According to date wise we have to record, according to particular format we have to record. So according to principles we have to record. So all these systems are followed. So that's why it is a advantage of the double entry system. If we follow a particular system in a particular transaction or particular accounts of the business, so then we can find out error easily. If we have done by mistake, if any error is there, then we can find easily. Next one is complete record of transaction. There are two aspects, debit and credit. So that's why it's complete record having in double entry system. Next one is arithmetically accuracy of accounts is ensured. Why it is so? Because the total debit is equal to total credit. If there is any balance or any difference in the total of debit and credit, then we can find out that error according to which the balance are not equal in debit and the credit side. So that's why it is a mathematically accuracy is confirmed in double entry system. Next one, determining profit or loss. It can be possible easily after when we summarizing our accounting, and that in at that time we prepare trading account and profit and loss account and balance sheet. So according to trading and profit and loss account, we can find out the net profit or net loss easily, because all the transactions we have recorded in our account in our accounting with the help of double entry system. So that's why profit or loss can be determined under the double entry system. Knowledge of financial position, it's covered the balance sheet. Okay, when we talking about the financial positions, it's we can say this is the balance sheet, and balance sheet tell us the assets values, liabilities values, and capitals of the business. And according to assets, liability, and capital, we can find the positions of the business at which stage our business is standing. Next one, full details for purpose of control. If we have to control on anything, first we have required to know each and everything about that particular system or particular thing. हमें किसी चीज़ को कंट्रोल करना है तो उसकी कंप्लीट नॉलेज वी हैव टू रिक्वायर्ड, और इफ़ वी हैव कंप्लीट नॉलेज देन वी कैन कंट्रोल ऑन that thing. So similarly, when we having a complete record of all the transactions and we calculate profit and loss and we calculate financial positions of the business, then we can control the business what the for which we have required to control it. Comparative study is possible. Why it is so? Because all transactions recorded in current year as well as in last year. So from last year to current year, we can compare our accounting, what the financial performance we have improved from last year to current year, and what the financial position we have improved from last year to current year. So that's why comparative study is also possible in double entry system. हेल्प मैनेजमेंट इन डिसीजन मेकिंग, जब हमारे पास कोई भी कंप्लीट चीज़ हमारे सामने है, हमारे पास कंप्लीट रिकॉर्ड्स हैं अपने अकाउंट्स के, तो हम वहाँ पर एक डिसीज़न लेने में हमें प्रॉब्लम्स नहीं आएंगी. तो इसीलिए डबल एंट्री सिस्टम हेल्प करता है मैनेजमेंट को डिसीजंस मेकिंग में. नेक्स्ट वन, डिटेक्शंस ऑफ फ्रॉड्स एंड मिस एप्रोप्रिएशंस. अगर कोई भी गलत डिस्ट्रीब्यूशंस हो रहा है तो वहाँ पर हम उसको फाइंड आउट कर सकते हैं ड्यू टू द double entry system. And fraud also, if we have done any transactions, because double entry system is a verifiable. Verifiable means, it means actual transactions what we have done can be verified by the papers also, bills also paid with the transactions. So that's why fraud and misappropriations can be detected. So students, these are the advantages of double entry system. Today only one concept is left of this chapter, that is incomplete record or single entry system. So now only we having the definition related to single entry system and the incomplete record. So today itself we are covering that in this video also. Okay, now today our chapter will complete, chapter 1 is complete. So let's see the students.